Hey there, small business owners. Ever feel like you're always putting off updating your website? For most of you out there, building and maintaining an online presence can be overwhelming. Your day-to-day schedule can greatly impact necessary tasks like keeping your website up to date and planning marketing campaigns to stay competitive. Brand You Love offers monthly packages for website maintenance, marketing campaigns that help keep current customers engaged while attracting new ones, and social media strategies that keep you in touch with your customers. At Brand You Love, we do the legwork for you, so you don't have to. Contact us today at brand.love.com.
Welcome to Desert City, a D&D5E actual play produced by TTRP Theater. I'm your DM, Jazz. I'm joined today by Duke Walter as Ellen, Chris Freedom as Theo, and Dean Martin Jr. as Kevyn. Thanks for tuning in to episode 10. And if you've been listening, welcome back. Let us know what you think. Find us on Twitter at RenCityPod, or YouTube or Patreon. Search TTRP Theater. You know what to do. Like, rate, review, subscribe, all the things. This intro will be the last of my shoutouts for a while. 10 seems like a good number. I'll definitely come back to it before the end of the arc. I've really enjoyed highlighting some of these artists, and I really hope that you've taken the time to check them out. For my final shoutout, I'm shouting out my wife, Dolly. Dolly supports all my creative endeavors endlessly. She's my biggest fan, and she showers me with love. It is only with her support that I'm able to pursue my creative passions. I love you, babe. Thanks for everything. Okay. Enough with the mushy stuff. Let's get on with the show. Gang's all here. All right, what would you guys like to do?
As we're leaving the Oasis Theater, so we're obviously tied to Wylam. I gotta get over that fact. How do you guys feel about going to the Glistening Harem? I'd really like to speak with Urlani, see if we can dig into that side of things a little bit.
Yeah, we can pop in there on our way to Munchkin Town.
Speaking of digging, Ellen, you had a lot to say. You don't trust Willem, you most likely don't trust me.
Kevyn, I think that I've never had an issue with you personally. I don't trust Wylam because Wylam shouldn't be trusted.
Precisely. But I wouldn't put those words out in the air. You gotta know, I'm a lone wolf. I'm independent. I do what I want. And you guys seem like good gents. But if we're gonna continue further, the danger awaits. I need to know more. For instance, what is this God's agate we seek?
As far as we know, honestly, with everything that we have found out in the last day, it's supposed to be a spell component. How did Eos put it? Immeasurable power. Morningwood has been stricken with some form of affliction. It is draining his life force. He has aged dramatically in a very short amount of time. And he put us on this task after his research led him to believe that this would allow the High Dawnbringer to cast a spell to potentially rid him of whatever this affliction is. But as you have heard from both Wylam and Cassandra, it may be that is not all above board. So while I am conflicted, I am still on a mission to help Eos. That's my goal.
Save your ailing father.
He's not my father.
I used to drive a cart for him.
You know, I'm not usually all the way in Camp Ellen on this, but I'm beginning to feel like, and maybe it's just because of the bad taste that Wylam left in our mouths, but I'm beginning to feel like an errand boy. Like, you know, what I was going to do with my time is not important. Now I'm just going to drop everything and run around for everybody else.
Agreed.
Anyway, I'm having a moment. I'm empathizing with you, Ellen. I'm sure I'll move back to loyal servant very soon.
Theo, what would you be doing? What is it? If you could do whatever you wanted, what are you doing?
You think I'm just sitting around just wasting my life, having pints and screwing off at the pub?
I don't know. I don't know what you do. I'm asking. Let's have Theo Day. We'll do whatever you want to do.
I'm trying to live a good life and make a difference. I may have helped a less fortunate soul rise from the ashes and become the savior of the city. And now, no longer. Now I'm busy running around fighting something that probably doesn't exist and is held by a bunch of creatures that probably don't exist. And all we've done is, in our wake, pissed off a pirate and a frickin' gangster. And here we go. Speaking of which, I think we probably ought to get busy actually finishing this task so I can get on with the good that I'm going to do in the world.
I mean, it feels like we're chasing fairy tales.
Better than fighting rats in a dungeon.
Yeah, that's the fucking truth.
Let's go chase it to an end. And then if we have to move on, we'll move on.
Getting your ass bit off by a wolf.
True. Or your face.
Worst places to get bit.
Was it your butt cheek? Was it your butt cheek that got bitten?
Yeah, he got bit in the ass.
Oh, for some reason, when you said cheek, I was picturing your face affected.
No, he sat in a bowl to fucking collect all the blood when we went back to see Gord and Wylam.
Okay.
Because he felt bad for bleeding all over the spitting camel. Let's head to the Glistening Harem. See if we can't connect with Urlani. That's where we've been told that he's spending the majority of his time, wallowing in his defeat and sorrow.
Do we need to journey there, or can we just cut to?
Yeah. I mean, are you going to take above ground or below ground to get there?
We're staying in the fucking streets. We are not going down in the subterranean.
We're above ground.
Sounds like you guys had a bad experience down there.
If they
we
can't
did.
get pest control, then we can't take their passageways.
You can go ahead and go to the Glistening Harem. However, I do want each of you to give me either a perception or an investigation check on your route.
Okay, I got
13.
plus the perception. So let's do that. 7. That's with the bonus.
I got a natural 20 plus 4. 20.
Hell yeah.
Boom!
Hell yeah. With a nat 20, Theo, you choose whether or not you share it, but you are certain that someone is following you.
Does he see into the future?
Right. I can feel a cholesterol of 250 creeping up behind us.
The guy had bacon for breakfast.
Right.
He ate an entire lasagna by himself.
It's basically like one of those movies or something where, you're looking around, you have hunch, you keep seeing the same shoulder, the same face.
Yeah.
But they are not engaging with you, but you are
Right.
intimately aware that they are there.
Ellen, we got a tail.
Who is it? What do they look like?
I can't tell. Somebody keeps creeping around corners. They're coming up on us.
Kevin, we got somebody on our 6. Should we split up? Circle back?
Let me just hold back. Kevin wants to use stealth.
You can just roll a stealth action and see if you can lose your tail.
Oh, okay. Kevin's idea was he was just going to kind of peel off so he could maybe catch the tail.
Yeah, I like that plan better.
Oh, okay.
I think
Gotcha.
I think Theo
Yeah.
I think Theo and I stay obvious and Kevin Kevin can circle.
Give me a stealth check, Kevin.
Gonna kick his hood up, and then he's just gonna kind of circle into the crowd. Ah, fucking 2.
And you still have a D4 from Bless.
Oh well, we need it. Okay, so 8 plus 4, so 12.
All right. So with a 12, you peel off. You guys continue to make your way to the Glistening Harem. Kevin, you can give me a perception check if you'd like.
Okay, let's get it.
He's got to be the only Kevin in the land. This seems like a strange name.
15 plus 5, 20.
20.
Nice.
Okay.
Jazz, did you ever put it together?
No, I never did.
L.A. Hella?
Kevin, holy shit. That's crazy, man. I didn't even put that together. Hilarious.
There you go.
You'll have to save that story for the round table.
Yeah.
Right.
When you peel off, you do clock that there is somebody following. That person is triangulating. That person also knows where you are. You were unable to successfully hide from them.
Right. I got eyes on him.
But you got eyes on them. And this person, again, is just following. It appears to you that they are an observer, that they are not there to engage. Basically just seeing what you're doing and where you're going.
Can I detect evil and good?
Sure.
What's this character look like? I mean, does he look like a thief or just...
He's just dressed to fit in with the crowd. The only real difference is he's wearing a hood, so his face is obscured.
How do I do that?
Cast, detect evil and good.
Yeah, I hit the cast button, so it took up a slot, but it's not like it's doing anything.
You don't need to roll anything.
Oh, okay.
I just need to read how that works exactly.
Is it the same as the OG DMSG?
It's similar. I don't know what the range on the spell is, but it's similar. It hasn't changed that much.
Okay, so for the duration, you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. You also know if there's an object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. So what you
I thought it was going to be.
So then don't cast that spell.
You can take it back.
Can I
You
undo
can take
that?
it back if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, you can undo that.
I pull it out, read the bottle, and I'm like, oh, well, that's not the shit I thought it was. Put it back.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was Pepsid. These are Altoids, damn it.
That hash ain't sitting too good on me right now.
Right, exactly. It's coming back on me.
Kevin, are you trying to engage this person or?
I'm just going to lock in on him. And we're going to tighten the space between each other.
I think we slow our pace. I'm not comfortable with somebody just clocking us and following us and us not knowing who it is or what they're doing. And if Kevin peeled off, I don't want to leave him behind either.
Ellen, hey, let's, on the count of 3, let's just about face and walk right at this motherfucker.
Okay. I'm in.
1, 2, 3. We just walk directly at him.
Give me a perception check.
24.
Ooh.
Damn.
Man,
Damn,
we're
dude. You are fucking nailing it.
burning some good rolls.
15.
He got a 19. So you don't see it, Ellen, but Theo, when you start to walk toward him, he retreats. He is actively trying to avoid an encounter with you.
Are we pinching him between us and Kevin?
How much space is between Kevin, Ellen, and Theo right now?
Oh,
I mean,
I don't know.
I wouldn't think more than 30 or 40 feet.
If that.
Yeah.
Let's say there's 10 feet between you guys, and you're kind of triangulated, right? That was your idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something similar to that with Kevin kind of off to the side.
Yeah.
Right.
Pincher move.
He was kind of a little behind the plane of Kevin. So when you guys start moving, you're 30 feet towards him. He retreats backward. So he's maybe...
I dash. I use a bonus dash action and also my action to dash. I move 90 feet.
Damn.
You move 90 feet. Are you going like straight in front of him? Are you moving off to the side of him to sort of triangulate? What direction are you moving in, Ellen?
No, I'm going straight forward to engage him. If he is trying to disappear into the crowd, I am going straight for him.
You run straight for him. He...
At 90 feet per second, you kill him upon impact.
Well, it's 15 feet per second because a round is 6 seconds.
You make it up to him.
I grab him by the cloak and try to pull down his hood. Who are you?
Please, I'm just on a job. I don't mean you ain't home. I'm just supposed to watch you.
Who are you watching us for?
You know I can't say that. I can't tell you that. They'll kill me if I tell you that.
I'll kill you if you don't.
Can Kevyn get there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're stopped. So
We're all four standing there.
Yeah.
I want to pick him. I want to rob this guy.
Give me sleight of hand.
Come on, baby. 15 plus 4 is 19
Add your bless.
with a bless of 3, so 22.
He doesn't really have much. He's got some. You grab into his robe. He's got a playing card set and some thieves' tools.
I'm taking them cards.
No weapons?
No weapons. You snatch the cards, and in thieves' cant, Ellen, symbols to you, please.
Tell us what we want to know.
Does Ellen speak the thieves' cant?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He just makes the symbol for Y, like the letter Y.
Can Kevyn roll perception on that?
Oh, you would see it. I don't.
Yeah, it's not hidden. It's just a matter if you know thieves' cant or not.
Is he just a Wylam insurance policy?
It seems to be the case.
Kevyn roll, see if he recognizes him from around.
Give me a intelligence or perception, investigation, anything like that.
12 total.
You sort of recognize his face, but you don't know him well enough to like clock his name.
I don't place him. Like, is he one of Willem's men, or?
He is one of Wylam's men. That's how you know
Okay.
him, but you don't know much more about him.
Yeah, he's one of Wylam's guys.
He signals that to you and he says, I was just told to watch, not engage. I was just told to watch.
Theo kind of loses his shit and gets in his face and kind of flexes on him. I want to roll for intimidation and just make him go away.
Okay, that is what you're trying to achieve, is to make him leave. Okay, go ahead.
What do you say to him?
Intimidate me.
Motherfucker, we are doing something that we need to do without worrying about somebody behind us. You need to get the fuck out of here, and you need to do it right this very minute.
All right, give me the roll.
So I rolled a natural 20.
Hell yes!
Yeah.
I have +3. I'm blessed, so I got a 2 there, so 25.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin's
yes.
fucking out of here.
Give me Ellen specifically. Give me a perception check.
21.
You smell piss. He pissed himself.
Oh.
This half orc coming up to him and just screaming at him. This is like a low level thug. You know, this is one of his first jobs for the Thieves Guild. He pissed himself and he slowly backs away.
You tell Wylam that we're on our own jobs. He can mind his own fucking business. We did for him what he needed.
And Kevin's going to take his cards, and he's going to do that thing where you can blow them all over the street.
All right.
52 card pickup, motherfucker.
He does not pick them up.
Save for one.
Which card are you keeping, Kevyn?
I don't know. Let me roll. 52 cards, a 74. So it was a high card, but not that high. It's like a 10.
10 of diamonds?
Yep, 10 of diamonds.
Perfect. Off to the Glistening Harem now.
Yes.
Go change your pants. And now you can't play spade.
You come up toward the Glistening Harem. The Glistening Harem is in the heart of the palace ward. It's nestled within the towering walls of their dual lookout towers. It is a place that is veiled in opulence and mystery. It's encircled by lush gardens adorned with vibrant flowers. There's whispering fountains. This sanctuary is a realm for the privileged few. It's an enclave where exotic mingles with the divine. And as you venture beyond the intricately carved doors, a tapestry of scents envelops the air. Perfumes imported from distant lands mingling with the earthy aromas of ancient woods. This particular harem is as a haven. Its walls adorned with silken drapes and ornate tapestries depicting tales of love, conquest, and mythical beings. Within its chambers, a symphony of laughter and melodic notes resonate, a reflection of the diverse tapestry of cultures that are converged in this place. The harem is not merely a collection of individuals, it's a living mosaic of beauty and intellect, maidens from far-off lands draped in silks and adorned with jewels, gracing the space with their elegance and grace. As you enter the building, you are immediately approached by a tiefling woman. Her name is Trechtan. She has two really ornate horns in the front of her head. She has pointy ears, deep red skin. She's wearing a tunic that is showing off her cleavage. It's open to her curves. And she comes up to you and says, "Hello, gentlemen. Welcome to the Glistening Harem. My name is Trechtan. How can I be of service?"
I got money.
Can we just take a pause for a second? Chaz, the intro descriptions that you have given throughout this whole thing are just so good. They're
Incredible.
so good.
Are you
Oh,
writing
thanks.
that stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you were reading that out of some freaking book. That's incredible, dude.
Yeah.
You know, actually, I've been writing, and then if I have a gap, like I'm using Chat GPT to help me fill in some things, like if I'm having trouble visualizing something.
Bomb.
Dude,
It's great.
Mhm.
yeah, just fantastic. Really.
I mean, I'm standing in that building and I'm
Drawing pictures.
feeling that feeling. That's incredible.
Thanks.
Props.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, so good. So good.
Yeah. I'm ready to give this tiefling my dookie chain.
She says, "How can I help you, gentlemen?"
I don't want to impose upon your decorum, but we have been told that we may be able to find Urlani Crestwood here, and we were hoping to get a moment with him to speak about some matters that directly affect him.
It's typically our policy to not tell people off the street if a specific
Understood.
guest is here. Would you
Completely
mind?
understood. Here's what I would ask.
Okay.
Here's what I would ask. I hate like secret notes. I'm not a big fan.
That's Jazz laughing. Sorry.
But if you do come across him, would you let him know that Ellen Chadley and Theo, what's your last name? God damn it. Fanchon. Yeah, and that Theo Fanchon are looking to speak with him about a very pressing matter.
Of course. Please have a seat. Can I get you anything to drink or eat, or would you like to speak with one of our maidens while you wait?
I've got nothing to say.
It doesn't mean you don't have anything to do, Kevin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I told her when she walked up, take my money.
So she disappears. You guys sit down for a bit. You can sort of...
I'm going to order a glass of wine.
Yeah, you order some wine or some meads. You're brought it. And after a little time passes, she comes back and she says, "Our guest would receive you. Please follow me." And she starts leading the way. So she leads you into the heart of the harem, which is a lavish hall where soft cushions are adorned with sumptuous fabrics. And here, the chosen ones, the concubines and the courtiers alike, are all reclined in repose, engaging in conversations that are ranged from whimsical to profound. The ambient glow of the candlelight paints the room in a warm golden hue, casting a spell that seems to suspend time itself. All are welcomed in here by the harmonious murmur of voices and the enchanting melodies of exotic instruments. And each concubine there, chosen for her allure or intellect, strive to captivate their guests' attention. And it's creating this atmosphere of perpetual intrigue and subtle competition. As you move towards the back part of the hall, you see on a large purple couch adorned with golden trinkets is a large half-orc, and you know this to be Urlani. He has long gray hair. He has a beard with a trinket that is tied to the bottom of it. He has very strong orc features, a very stern brow, deep, sunken, dark eyes, a bridge nose, and two large fang-like teeth that jut out of his bottom lip.
Ooh.
His skin color is almost that of like a very tan Caucasian person. He almost looks, just like a white guy, skin color-wise, but otherwise has very, very strong orcish features. And he sees you. Ellen. He stands up and extends his hand. Ellen, so good to see you. Thank you for coming here. To what do I owe the pleasure? Hello, Theo. Good to see you as well.
Hello.
And sees you, Kevin, and comes right to you, extends his hand. I am Urlani Crestwood. To whom do I owe the pleasure of meeting?
Kevin's going to speak in Orcish.
Dope.
Rakun Sakaha. Kevyn.
Urlani.
Kairuk.
He gives you a kind of that predator handshake with like one arm on your shoulder, and he too is overtaken by Kevin's sexiness, and stares deeply into your eyes.
Yeah, he is.
Damn right.
I'll tell you a little bit about Urlani. Actually, why don't Ellen and Theo, you guys kind of know him. Why don't you give me a history check with advantage?
13.
16.
With a 16, I can tell you that you know that Urlani is a half-orc. He was raised in Calimport, and he's lived in multiple wards over the course of his life. He started out as a local representative, and his platform was always looking out for the marginalized citizens of Calimport. And you further know him because he has always been a dedicated servant of the Church of Lathander, and he recognizes Lathander as his god. With light comes love, is something that he's often heard saying both in his personal life and on the campaign trail.
That's the title of the memoir he put out as he was campaigning.
Yep, exactly. With light comes love.
It was his, it was on all his posters.
Right.
Yeah.
He says it at the end of every speech. Speech.
He sold like 600,000 copies of his book.
Yeah.
T-shirts.
Of his parchment.
Lovely message.
Tunics.
Of his memoir. Yeah.
Please come in, have a seat. And he motions for you to join him on his couch.
Urlani, is this a place where we can speak openly?
There are more secrets shared here than you would ever know. It is by far one of the safest places to speak your mind. Please.
I kind of feel like this is y'all's mission. I'm going to go find that tiefling.
Okay.
Yeah, please, Kevin, enjoy yourself.
So Kevin departs to go find Trechtan.
Is that a side quest that we can all listen to?
No, God, no.
No,
Please.
God. Please do not make me narrate that.
God damn it. All of a sudden we get an NC-17.
I will if I have to, but I really don't want to.
Roll for stamina.
Yeah.
Fade to black. That's how those scenes go in the games.
Yep.
In the games that I run, when that shit comes up, it's just fade to black. Perfect.
After the description, there's no stamina.
Kevin is gone for about 4.5 minutes.
Yep.
Comes back later.
You didn't even notice he was gone. You thought he went to the bar to get a drink.
That's too good. Firstly, Urlani, let me just say that I was heartbroken at the results. You ran such a magnificent campaign, and we haven't really seen you since. I want you to know how instrumental you are to the betterment of the city as a whole, and how inspirational you have been to so many people here, me included. And the general malaise that I feel that you are not the one pushing the agenda that should be here in Calimport. So
Thank you, my boy.
I was sorry. I was sorry at the results. We have been tasked with. Well, do you know about what is happening with Eos, with Dawnbringer Morningwood?
Yes, I do. What do you know about it?
He called us in to his chambers yesterday.
Ellen, I'd like to hear what he knows first.
I think my story is well known. I've been on record, but sure.
We feel like we've quite possibly gotten some misinformation, and it would be nice to hear your perspective so we could reconcile accounts.
I understand. It's as you know, if you know anything about me, I've wanted nothing more than to help alleviate the worst conditions in the poorest Durnox. I want to help serve all the marginalized communities here. That has been my goal from day one. And we mounted a fine campaign. And initially, I had the Church of Lathander back me. And Eos, well, first he was my trusted advisor, and then we became friends. With his help, with some of the resources of the Church of Lathander, our campaign was successful. We ignited the passions of the constituents. We were set to win. 3 months before the election ended, Eos fell ill. Some disease, didn't know what it was, could not find a way to cure it. He and I began to study it. We found some evidence. It pointed, this seems so silly to say, it pointed toward the city founders, the original Jinn who built Calimport. Everything we read pointed to ancient curses. We could not believe it. We brought it to... I do not want to poison you to any of your beliefs, but I think it is important to know we brought our findings to Sunrise Lord Dawil, the highest of the order of the Church of Lathander here. He did not believe it to be true. Shortly after that, seemingly all of a sudden, the Church of Lathander pulled out of my campaign. We began to hear rumors that the church money and resources had switched side to Il Pasha Urakel. Smear campaigns, misinformation started being spread about me, systematically attacking all of my campaign workers and everyone close to me until I was buried under a mountain of controversy. But I will tell you this, the God's agate is real. We found it. His cure. I was working with the pirate Jeb on identifying its location. We were close to it. We were so close to it. And then the trail went cold. I think it is in the hands of Seal Pasha Urakel, but I no longer know where it is. And if this is the task that the Dawnbringer has sent you on, something that he and I had discussed, maybe some outside parties looking into it for us, then what I can tell you is that it may be the only way to save his life. And I would do anything to save the life of my friend. So that is what I know.
Thank you. That's a great confirmation of the journey that we're on. I appreciate you telling us what you know.
It is nice to have someone to be able to discuss this with openly. I have been keeping this in for so long. But I, of course, know Eos well, and he has mentioned you both. And that is why, of course, I had Trechtan bring you to me. I figured he may have sent you to me. I wasn't sure.
Yes, he recommended that we speak with you. I have a slight concern. Cassandra. We met Cassandra yesterday.
Cassandra.
What are your opinions of
Worked on my campaign. She was instrumental in helping me get the words out in certain communities she was in charge of. When I say that the network of misinformation and smear campaigns affected me, everyone close to me, everybody who worked on my campaign, she, amongst many other very good people, was a victim. And there were rumors spread that she and I were having an affair, absolutely untrue. I'd never met anyone who was more dedicated to her husband. You've run into her, is she well?
I mean, it was a weird interaction. She has, I mean, you say she's dedicated. It's a pretty toxic relationship, it seems like, between the two of them, if I'm being honest. But that's neither here nor there, really. My concern, she said that when votes were being counted, that someone very much in the description of Eos Morningwood came to her and took, I don't know if it was ballots, but basically shut down the ballot count and walked away with potentially thousands of ballots. Are you aware of any of this?
That cannot be. It cannot be. Though it would not surprise me to learn if somebody from the Church of Lathander had performed such a thing. I mean, as I said, I've always been a servant to the Church of Lathander. I consider Lathander to be my god, but after I brought this information about the sickness to the Sunrise Lord, everything changed. And all of a sudden, the church pulled out. Eos never pulled out. Eos never turned his back on me. But the church...
It's good to know that he doesn't pull out.
It is great to know. Thank you.
Hopefully Kevyn knows how to pull out, but
the church did turn its back on me. I know that to be true. I don't know. I cannot believe it was Eos, perhaps somebody impersonating him, but that does confirm so many suspicions I have.
Suspicions that the election was stolen, right?
They wanted to keep me out. I don't know why. I don't know why. Something changed their mind.
So you believe that the corruption runs all the way to the top in the church?
I don't know if it's a corrupt church. I don't know if it's a few people there. I don't know. I'm lost. Ellen. I'm lost. I don't know what is what anymore.
Let's get focused. We're going to go and we're going to recover this God's agate. And if there's a way to save Eos, then we're going to save him.
If you successfully obtain the God's agate, I beg you, do not take it to the church. We will find a way to bring Eos to it. Please. I just don't know what they are anymore.
But Eos made it sound like the High Cleric was the one that had to cast the spell.
Eos, this is difficult for me to say. It is not just Eos's body which is deteriorating. It is also his mind. And because of this, there are certain things in which he lacks his normal judgment. He does need the agate to survive. He does need help. There are others who can help. I beg you, do not bring the agate to the church. This is Desert City,
A D&D5E actual play produced by TTRP Theater.
I'm your Dungeon Master, Jazz. Theo is played by Chris Freedom. Ellen is played by Duke Walter. Kevyn is played by Dean Martin Jr. TTRP Theater is a group of actors, artists, and gamers from all walks of life that play a diverse set of games in a diverse set of styles. We have a wide array of content available for free on YouTube. Search TTRP Theater and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Twitter at TTRP Theater. We'd love to hear your feedback. Comment on YouTube or tweet about the show using hashtag RenCityPod. That's RENCITYPOD. Or follow us at the same handle, at RENCITYPOD. Be good to one another. See you next time.